So one of the reasons why I was really excited about doing this video is because the way I teach mindfulness and the reason for my interest in the SIY teacher training program are really dovetailed. When I teach mindfulness for UCLA, whether I'm going through the very basic topics of attention in the body, or working with stress, or understanding difficult emotions, or cultivating positive emotions, or working with the mind and stories, there's always this sort of seeding that I do around what's it all for. Because on the immediate level there is this need. We all have this need. We want to be different. We want to be better. We want to be less stressed, more connected to ourselves. But in the end of the day, what's it for? It's really for being in a deeper sense of connection with others. And so I use Dan Siegel's triangle of well-being. And Dan Siegel, if you don't know who he is, he's a professor of psychiatry, also a psychiatrist in private practice. And he's a co-founder of our center at the Mindful Awareness Research Center at UCLA. And so he has this triangle of well-being that I use to teach what the big picture is. And the first part of the triangle is the brain. So learning how to take care of the physical brain through nutrition, movement, stimulation, and so forth. And then the second part of the triangle is the mind. And the mind is, and according to his broad, multidisciplinary definition, is the ongoing regulation of energy and information with the capacity for self-knowledge, self-awareness. And the third and most important piece of that triangle, though, where all the meaning arises, where the real juice comes from, is relationships. So that's really how I teach. I teach that mindfulness in the beginning might be about stress reduction, but ultimately our deepest happiness, our deepest sense of meaning and sense of well-being comes from how we nurture our relationships in a mindful, empathic way. So it dovetails perfectly with the idea of how do we develop mindful organizations, empathic leaders. And so one of the tools I use to teach is something called the Empathic Civilization, which is a short video from Jeremy Rifkin, philosopher, entrepreneur, social activist. And it really speaks the whole story of discovering mirror neurons and recognizing that human beings are soft-wired for empathy, and that through our trajectory of evolution, social evolution, we've gone from being very tribal to a nation-state awareness, and now the need is very clearly for an empathic embrace of the human experience without losing our sense of individuality, our sense of ethnicity, our unique differences, but also this full embrace of the planet. And so this tool really helps to drive home the idea that there's a science basis for our connection. There's a science basis for our next jump in evolution, which is hardwiring empathy. And so that's my message. And I think that the emotional intelligence program that comes from Search Inside Yourself is an ideal tool that I'd like to add to my repertoire as I teach at UCLA, teach abroad in different organizations here in Los Angeles as well as in Portland, Oregon,